Hello everyone, welcome you all to TechnoBiz Business Talk. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Peter Fletcher. Is the managing director of the Carter Brothers. They're one of the leaders in the rubber mixing equipment supplier. They're at the GRT exhibition in Bangkok. So I'm going to get to know more about Carter Brothers, what they're doing, what kind of machines they're supplying, and how is the market, and what kind of things happening in his business side. Carter, Peter, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So how has been business for you?
Business is going well. Like I say, we have a good mix of orders. So I say different size machines, different types of machines. Like I say, at the moment, I would say things look good.
So what size of the machine is a popular brand for you?
We supply anything from laboratory size machines, 1.5 litres, 5 litres, all the way up to 550 litres on the intermeshing mixer, 440 litres on the tangential mixer, and like the spread of the customers is quite big. I mean, so we have custom compounders, tyre companies, technical rubber goods, many different like industries. I mean, so even with PVC, there's still certain companies that using mixers for PVC mixing as well. Plastic master batch as well. So like I said, there is a good range of the industries that we supply to.
So you are the plastics as well as rubber as well. Rubber is the main.
By far the main. The plastic side of the companies that still use the batch mixer has reduced dramatically over the last 30 years, but there's still a small market for it, so we might do 1-2 machines a year on that.
So what is the maximum size of the machines that you produce in liters?
Yeah, so we do 550 litres on the intermix, the intermeshing type mixer. We also use 440 litres on the tangential. So they're predominantly for the tyre industry. General sizes for the technical goods, 90 litres, 150 litres, 190. Same with the tangential. The 160 litre is for Asia. The 160 litre has been a very good machine for us, especially in Malaysia. Malaysia, we've got multiple machines of that size for a lot of retreading companies as well.
Lots of retread companies.
Yeah. So Malaysia was always our strongest area in Asia.
About these markets, so among the Asian countries, which is the main other than Malaysia? What else countries you really?
We supply into Indonesia, to Sri Lanka. We're trying to explore more in the Thai market, China market, and the surrounding countries. Generally speaking, we're a relatively small company, supplying around about 15 mixers a year. So, and these 15 mixers could go worldwide. But like I say, we have a good service base where we can service the machines from all from the UK, but like I say, we'll service all around the world.
May I ask you where you guys manufacture all the rotors and the machines? So it's all in the UK?
Everything's in the UK, in Manchester. So like I say, we got a new facility back in 2018, and we're still going through the process of streamlining the business. We've invested on new machineries to improve the speed in which we can produce the mixers as well. Generally speaking, we've probably got one of the quickest delivery times in Europe. Maybe not quite the same as what some of the delivery times there can be in China, but from a European perspective, we've certainly got an advantage over the vast majority of our competitors.
So how you talk about Europe? So how big is the Europe market in terms of for mixing? Is it growing?
I mean, like I say, again, because we're relatively small, the market for us is we can only grow. There's a lot of markets, so like I said, we do a lot of replacements in the market as well. So we will replace our competitors' machines. We also install new machines into greenfield sites.
Yeah.
But because there's over 3,000 mixers in the world, the replacement market is still by far the biggest part of the business.
Okay.
So there's so many customers out there who have old mixers from lots of other manufacturers, and we're able to supply a mixer to make that replacement for them.
Sure, I see. So you supplying to all the mixers in mixing companies, they're probably either tire, non-tire, or technical goods. Based on your experience, what kind of mistakes these people, users, end users, make mistakes in selecting as well as operating the rubber mixing equipment?
And selecting from a lot of companies. I mean, it can be based on, it's either on price, it's on delivery, it's on quality, and yeah, I mean, with certain countries or competitors, it's difficult to compete because of price on some of the Chinese markets. That makes it very difficult, but like I say, we do try and sell a quality product for a fair price. We're able to supply a mixer that's equal to any other in the world. We have some innovations on our machines that actually have made massive improvements to the way that the mixers have been used. We've managed to make increases on batch sizes. We've been doing this for the last 50 years. I mean, so we actually pioneered a lot of the batch size increases on a lot of machines over, like I said, from the early 70s all the way through to today. We're always looking at where we can make improvements. We look at some of the competitors' machines and see how we can improve that machine as well. It's not just a case of copy and paste. We will actually make the machine suit the customer's needs, not so the customer's buying what we want to sell them. So we're far more flexible in that way, that we can supply the mixer to suit the customer specifically.
Okay. How about this custom mixing area? Is this a growing market? Are there new players coming into custom mixing? Because people have the pollution issues, they don't want to do all the producing compounds.
Custom mixing has certainly increased over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that many mixers, especially in the UK. There's hundreds and hundreds of mixers that have gone out of service.
Okay.
There's bigger custom compounders that are supplying all the rubber to a lot of these smaller companies.
Yeah.
Like I say, they don't have to deal with the day-to-day running of using the mixer. They don't need the skill set. They don't need to be buying all the raw materials. They don't have all the emissions problems. But what they do lose is once they pull the mixer out, which I've spoken to several customers about this once they've done it, they regret it to some degree because they lose all the flexibility. They even lose some quality control issues as well. We do supply to a lot of custom compounders. I mean, custom compounders, they supply many tons of rubber to many different customers. They take away some of the headache. But when the customer is used to having his own machine, they've got a whole new reset that they need to do. The thought process is completely different. If they need 100 kilos of rubber of a specific quality and they need it quickly, they're having to wait however many days, weeks, whatever it may be to fit into the supply chain. Whereas if they've got their own mixer, they can nip upstairs, they can make the batch, they've got the rubber, within an hour they can solve their own problems. So that obviously comes at a cost. They need to have the equipment, they need to have the skill set, they need to have the technical know-how of how to do all that. But once they've given up the mixer, they can save a lot of money. You know what I mean? And that's been the conversation I've had with a lot of customers over the years. They've said, sorry, if I go and see whoever it is who's supplying the rubber, they're going to save hundreds of thousands a year on the rubber. So, but they lose all the flexibility. So it's what comes down that's most important to the actual user themselves in the end. So, but like I said, obviously there's a lot of companies that are heavily reliant on the custom compounding industry, and like I say, there's some very good suppliers of custom compounding. So.
Super. Well, maybe at the end we can ask you that, talk about Carter Brothers. So what is the final message that you want to give the audience about your company, how to reach you? Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I said, you can come through the website or you can email us. We have, sorry, I lost my trail of thought there. But yeah, no, like I said, anybody wants to get in touch, we certainly will have a solution to help you. We have partners supplying the whole mixing room. I mean, if it's a renovation from an old one to a new one, if it's a greenfield site, whatever it may be, we can certainly offer the perfect solution for you. So,
yeah. Thanks, Peter, for joining the session. It's
Okay,
fantastic conversation.
Yeah,
Appreciate the
okay.
time.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey guys, that's the conversation with Peter Fletcher, the managing director of the Carter Brothers. They're one of the leaders in manufacturing the rubber mixers, mixing equipment. They provide a complete solution for your mixing needs. If you need more information, he's the person to reach out to. Thanks again for joining this session today. Thank you.